Hi, everybody. So after the great response we got from Gage, we decided, man, we can't just do one new Vault Hunter here. So I sat down with some of the other designers, Jonathan Hemingway, who did all the characters for the first game, and I started thinking about, you know, what was some promise that has been out there that you've seen before, that you are kind of aware of, but that you've never really gotten to play. And we were kind of looking around the room, and we looked at the box cover, and we thought, wait a minute, there's our guy right there. So that's where, you know, we started to think about what eventually became Krieg. So I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of what I was thinking, where that was coming from. Jonathan had some other things to do, so I actually took the design on for Krieg myself, and I'm really excited to talk to you about it. All right, Randy, let's move on. So I had a few design goals for Krieg. If you're going to play a psycho, right, we got to capture that crazy. We got to let you guys feel what it's like to be one of those psychos that you've fought and killed so many times. So one of the goals was to provide the class with abilities that you've seen the psycho do to you. And the other thing that I really wanted to try to capture, because he's, you know, it's sort of that play the villain kind of promise, was that negative things that you usually don't like, when you're playing Krieg, you're going to really be excited about. I'll get into that a little bit more here as we go on. I also really wanted to capture a highly aggressive, high risk, high reward kind of playstyle, because those psychos are just in your face, all action, all combat, all battle, all the time. And I wanted to capture that feel and really get you guys out from behind cover and really into the thick of the fray. So he rewards that risky and crazy playstyle. And if you can work your skills and be skillful in how you move and how you attack, he's extremely powerful. All right, Randy. So let's start with the action skill. What's this guy gonna do? Well, the psychos, of course, as CJ has here, he's got this awesome buzz axe, and you've killed so many of them, and they've fallen on the ground, and I bet a bunch of you have said, man, I wish I could use that thing. Well, Krieg will be your chance to get to see what that is like to have that thing. So it's sort of a melee and ranged ability where he can run around and smash people with his axe, but he can also throw that axe just like the psychos do to you. The other part of that goal, again, was to keep you in the middle of combat. So in order to survive here, he doesn't have health regeneration like Brick did. He has to kill people in order to stay alive. So every time you get a kill, you get all your health back so that you can get to that next guy.
There was like a very palpable,
So now I'm going to run down really quick, just kind of a high-level vibe of each of the trees. The three trees are, as you can see, called Bloodlust on the left, Mania in the middle, and Hellborn on the right. So, Bloodlust Tree. A lot of the Bloodlust Tree was inspired by stuff that we were doing with Gage. Her Anarchy Tree had this really interesting mechanic of gathering stacks through kills, and the other skills in the tree cared about that number and were more powerful for it. And I wanted to play with that some more. I thought that was a mechanic that we had just begun to explore. So the Bloodlust Tree is about stack accumulation, very similar to the Anarchy Tree. But you accumulate those stacks simply by dealing any damage at all. So you just have to stay in combat and keep fighting, keep fighting. There's also sort of a sub-theme in that tree of lots of kill skills. So you want to keep the damage out there and kill as many guys as you can and keep going from combat to combat. The Minion Tree is sort of the ultimate high-risk, high-reward tree. It has lots of skills that increase your melee damage, so your action skill gets improved. And for this guy, again, is one of these. Here's the example of one of the negatives is a positive. Usually, taking damage is kind of something you want to avoid. But if you're in the Mania Tree, taking damage is a valuable thing. because it powers up your action skill, and as you can see by the skill on display here, the more damage you take, the faster your action skill recharges, and you can get right back into the battle. And as you can see, now your teammates can damage you too. So everybody can power up your action skill by shooting you when you're playing co-op.
Co-op. I love that you made friendly fire into a gameplay mechanic. Co-op, everybody!
Yeah, you can now shout "shoot me in the face" to your friends and be not
and finally, the Hellborn Tree is inspired by all those psychos who are always running after you on fire. And it was one of those kind of funny things that I was like, what are these guys, like, are they enjoying this? It doesn't seem to bother them. Well, now if you pick this tree, you get to sort of feel what that's like. And the wild mechanic going on here is that Krieg in the Hellborn Tree enjoys being on fire. In fact, he wants to be on fire all the time.
This is funny, Paul. Somebody actually just wrote in and asked, can you light yourself on fire?
Yeah, and as you, absolutely.
I already got one of the 1,000 questions out. We're done.
As you can see from the skill on display here, the lowest skills in his tree both come with a chance to light yourself on fire when you ignite someone. So if you're using fire things, it lights you on fire, and you get this amazing feedback loop of the more you're lighting people on fire, the more you're on fire. But also, don't worry. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh no, the fire against the robots, it's going to be horrible. Don't worry
Yes,
about that.
everyone was thinking exactly that.
Don't worry about that. There's plenty of skills in there that increase your other elements and allow your other elements to work with the fire, and will keep you on top of all those robots. So that gives you kind of a quick overview of what he's all about. And now,
do you guys want a playable demo? Do you want to see us demonstrate it?
Anthony here is going to drive and also sort of highlight some things.
Can we switch over to the PC we've got? Oh yeah.
So today we're gonna show you a little bit of the action skill and one of the really interesting skills in his Minion Tree, which I won't quite spoil yet here.
I'm not gonna hover over it for very long. You just have to see it when it happens. Boom! Don't read that.
Pay close attention to the art on this. I love the picture of the meat.
Yeah, that's feed the meat, and you get steak because reasons.
Alright, so what this map is here, just so you guys are aware of what this is what we call a playground, and this is basically where all of the game design happens. We jump into this map. We've got vending machines, we've got character upgrades, we've got gear, we've got all kinds of little areas where we can do combats, and so this is sort of where I lived for the last few months working on Krieg.
This is really where Borderlands lives. I mean, Borderlands 1 was born in this room.
You know the loading screen in the Matrix? That's what this is for Borderlands.
Somebody tell me we need guns, lots of guns.
We need guns, lots of guns.
Does anyone want to see some guns?
Yeah! Gun confetti! Yeah, that's my favorite. Alright, find some good shit.
Alright, so we're going to run into this area. Hit the button so we get some bandits. Stick
Already spawned. Yeah, we're good.
Stop screaming!
So here's his action skill.
Yes. Yes. Oh, you missed. That's it.
We'll keep that until you can feel it more.
Alright. This is what happens when you're on the down save. This is that skill I didn't show you.
This skill is called Light the Fuse.
Wait.
And then, the coup de grace. Oh, got it again. Oh,
The Bloodlust Tree actually is very much a gun tree. So don't be concerned that like, oh no, he's just a melee guy. I'm not into that because the Bloodlust Tree is all gun stuff.
So you noticed that I was really low in health, so my immediate reaction was to go into Buzz X Rampage and kill a dude, because then you get all your health back for every kill. So it's this really crazy chain where you're always right on the brink of death, but the second you get one kill, you're right back in it. Keep looking at my health bar.
That TDR is cute.
Do it. There we go. So, like regular downstate, the amount of time you have to throw dynamite gets shorter and shorter the more times you fall in a short period of time. So, that was actually fairly close.
Yeah, the goal with that skill was, to try to capture that suicide psycho guy who's always running after you. And, I thought the downstate was something that we haven't played that much with in the other classes. And so I thought like mixing that up with him would provide something really fresh.
I failed. Alright, that's all I have, right?
So that gives you a bit of a taste.
Spin around.